Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunbil Shaddam. In the last episode we successfully won our wars over here to take this county and our holy site, the subholding in this one. But the Abbasids declared war on us, which is usually pretty bad. Of course the Umayyads are in this war as well, which really just makes things pretty ridiculous here. Fortunately though, they seem to be content so far to march their armies around in and out of our Zunist provinces, which is great for us because they suffer huge attrition in there. So we are quite happy to camp our army here for the moment and let them do that as long as they want. This army is headed into here, which we want. This one is headed to here. Also good. So they are going to take 13% attrition as long as they're in this province. Pretty similar in this one. We could, of course, attack them in here if we wanted. It's desert, so the terrain is neutral for us, but I don't think there's any reason to do that as long as they're just willing to lose thousands of troops for no particular reason. My wife has complained about me being absent so often, and so when I found that I had some extra gold to spend, I decided to buy her something nice. Maybe some sort of jewelry. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to keep the gold, though we're actually making money now that, yeah, even though we're at war. So maybe we could afford to give her something. Sure, a bracelet for 5 gold is probably fine. Alright, they seem to be trying to head into the capital now, so it's going to be the 7th of August before they get here. And this one not till the 23rd of December. Well, they're going to take at least 1 or 2 ticks of attrition before they get there, so they might change their mind, and even if not, we're defending in the mountains, so we have a decent chance. You are still intent on heading in here, even though this army is not. Yeah, I think we'll take a battle from the 1,000 or so that are going to be there tomorrow. Shouldn't lose too many troops in that one. You are going to be there on the 11th of September and you on the 15th of October. Well, we can definitely afford to wait till close to the 11th of September at least. So you're still intent on coming. You still won't be here till the 15th, so we can take this one. We should be able to win this, hopefully before this army arrives. And we did. So if we follow you into Kalat, we'll get there on the 8th of November. Which is not going to get us out in time to avoid this army. How about if we had an organizer in charge? Get there on the 28th of October, still not in time to avoid this. So the question then is, if we take this battle against 11,000, which will probably be a bit fewer by the time they actually get here, thanks to the attrition, or whether we just disband our troops. Well, I think we wait until about the 14th of October at least, just to see what he does. And he changed his mind. So I think we can now go ahead and follow this army and try to wipe it out. We are up to 13%. We're probably going to have to push it up to the realm of about 50% to force a white peace here. And that army that was previously sieging the Wargul has left. Which is good. Okay, wiped out 1,700 troops for the cost of only about 100 of our own. You're headed in here, that's fine. We'll get back into the capital, I think. And you're headed to Bam. You'll probably take a bit more attrition before you get there. Down to 7,000. We're at 19%. Ooh, don't want to accidentally surrender. They're still not willing to take a white piece. He was at something like 33,000 troops before. Now down to 17,000, so that's pretty significant. If he goes down low enough, we can hope that he'll suffer some revolts or something. I think we'll head to this province now. I'd like to follow this army a bit, and if we get the opportunity to attack it in a desert province, we'll probably do it. This is mountains, mountains. Fortunately, at least one of these target provinces of theirs is a desert, so if they try to siege that one, that's a good place to attack them. You're telling me there's a traitor in the realm? This guy? So I guess we can imprison him. He's probably not actually that happy with me. It's just the plus 75 that is helping out. We'll imprison him, that's fine. We will continue to follow. And he is headed into Yazd, so hopefully he stays there to siege that and we can attack him. I caught my son lying to me again, straight to my face without batting an eye. I almost had an innocent servant sent to the stocks. Sure, he can be deceitful. Oh, now you're trying to head to Bam. Alright, well, we don't really want to attack them in the mountains. Maybe what we should do is just head over to this province and start sieging it. Now he's headed to Yazd, okay. Well, in that case, we'll try and attack him in there. I have noticed that these two people are not on the best of terms, a situation I hope to remedy, okay. They probably like each other better now, that's good. Okay, so we head in here. Is this an ally of his? I don't think so, okay. So I don't suppose he's actually leading this army personally, is he? He is. So there's a chance we could capture him in this battle, which would be pretty great. We'll appoint you as our new marshal and have you train troops. And we also need to appoint a new steward, which is going to be you. And our daughter needs educating also. And we had a daughter become an indulgent wastrel. The same daughter, I think. Let's actually call in our ally. Who knows, they might help. Even if they just siege some of the land neighboring them up here, that would be pretty good. In fact, I hope they do that and don't bring their armies down here, because they're more likely to just get their armies killed and lose us war score if they do that than to actually help. Okay, so they are coming in. Hopefully this battle will be pretty good. Let's make sure we have our best characters in charge, which it seems that we do. Okay, looks like it's going just fine. Lost about 1,500 of our own, but not too bad, all things considered. I think we do follow and try to kill it, unless we can peace out immediately, which we cannot. And in fact, we get to receive them in the mountains here, which is great. Tithe is also very welcome. So, do we follow them one more province over? We will get there first again. How many troops does he have left? He has 15,000 somewhere, possibly coming from the western reaches of his empire. So who knows how close they are. I think we should risk it. An army from his ally, I guess? No? From a vassal, I think. Okay. So they're not necessarily going to come and attack us. Alright, so we have 2,000 here. I think after this battle we should just get the hell out of Dodge and retreat back towards our capital. We capture an emir, which is good. Okay, let's retreat back this way. Up to 40%, we can try to offer white peace, but he won't accept. This army, on the other hand, let's see. We can catch this before it regains its morale, that would be pretty nice. Unfortunately, the other army that we're hostile to but actually isn't involved in this war has just come into this county, so that may be a bad idea, because I don't want to fight that if I don't gain anything out of it. And the Umayyad army is leaving now, or the Abbasid army, excuse me. Alright, that's fine. We'll just forget about it. We are, of course, getting the ticking war score in our favor, to 22% of it so far. So hopefully that will carry us to a white peace in the near future. So there is a revolt here. This isn't against the Umayyads, though. Or the Abbasids. One day I'll say the right thing. He has lost over half his levy over the course of this war so far. Fortunately, he seems to have a pretty stable realm, because it hasn't resulted in any revolts yet. So we could take this opportunity to release and re-raise our troops, which would give us an extra 2,500. Which could be useful. No sign of Khazaria's army. I guess they are having some problems up here, now that I look at it. Yeah, they have a religious uprising and a peasant revolt, which are doing quite a number on them. Okay, well it seems that the Abbassids aren't too enthusiastic about actually coming in to siege their war goals here, and we're definitely going to be able to get to probably about 50%, which will hopefully be enough for us to peace out. And I think, while there's no sign of any Abbasid armies, I will disband and re-raise my troops. Having that extra couple of thousand could be very significant. Try not to get any of them sniped here. I think we're going to be just fine. This county here is now under the Abbassids, which is unfortunate. Keep an eye on these guys. It looks like we're not going to run into any problems there, though. To 48% war score. And we could get a white piece. I think there's no reason to take this just yet, though. We can always take a white piece at any point if they start sieging the war goals. We may as well try to stay in this war a little longer and have a chance of getting 100%. The cook had prepared a magnificent meal with lots of different fruits, various kinds of meat, plenty of freshly baked bread, and several mature cheeses. So we can perhaps become gluttonous or temperate. Which we are neither, so let's try to become temperate. That's pretty good. We didn't. So we have 5,000 Abbasid troops here headed into our lands. Hopefully they try to come over towards our capital, and we can kill them. If they want to just try and siege Yazd, though, I might be inclined to go and fight them. They are headed in this direction. Perhaps. And up to Birjand. We'll see where they plan to go after that. Yeah, they're heading into Farah, where they're hopefully large enough to suffer some attrition. So please, by all means. And they are indeed going to take attrition there. Which we like. 6,000 troops now in here. Which means we might be well advised to take a white piece while we can get it. Of course, we can fight 6,000. It's Especially if they don't want to actually siege the war goal, then there's no reason for us to take a white peace. They're just headed over this way now. Has he gotten involved in some other war? No? See where this army is going, apparently heading back towards their war goals. Or wherever this army is going, maybe. Okay, well, we're out of time for this episode, so let's leave it here for the moment. In the next one, we'll see if we can possibly push this to 100%, or otherwise just peace out, but I'll have to wait for next time. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.